internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Script. Let's get right into today's video. I am going to throw up. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the OCC is coming out here and telling you that they're confirming bank authority to engage in riskless principal crypto asset transactions. They're saying it's time. And wait until the legislation passes. Ladies and gentlemen, generational bottoms, these prices, $2.13, the candle you're about to witness is going to blow your mind. And they told us in a riddle years ago, the IMF, I covered this back on May 28th, 2023, 9,600 views, 96 intelligent individuals that sat through the video and understood Ripple XRP was more than just a digital asset company. Ripple is basically a bank. You need to see this. And this is one of dozens of videos that I've talked and made about Ripple becoming a bank. And Solana is going crazy, which we're going to go into in a moment. The Solana community is going crazy. But take a listen to what the IMF told you and take a listen to what Ashish Burla told you. Remember what we said, listen closely to what they say. And the fact that the IMF is out here giving you riddles, giving you little, bits and pieces and may try to make you think, wow. I mean, and when I tell you $100 XRP is going to happen 100%, you best believe it. And if you think I'm a clown for saying that, why? Because guess what? I hope you live to see it, because guess what? It's not going to happen long time from now. Before 2030, $100 XRP, just stay alive so you see it. And then maybe you'll come give me a hug. But do not miss this opportunity. And now take a listen to this part we're going to get into. But take a listen to this little clip, the riddle by the IMF and what Ashish Burla says.
Some authorities are looking to regulate the bigger stablecoins the way they do banks and other traditional financial institutions. Now, here's the real riddle. If these stablecoins are regulated like banks, don't they end up becoming the banks that crypto assets were meant to replace?
The government seems to be also waking up to this notion that, hey, listen, we need to get moving here on creating proper regulation. There's also a lot of regulation, at least talk, around the stablecoin aspect of it.
Some authorities are looking to regulate the bigger stablecoins.
There's also a lot of regulation, at least talk, around the stablecoin aspect of it. And how great would it be if every bank in the United States issued a stablecoin on a blockchain?
If these stablecoins are regulated like banks, don't they end up becoming the banks that crypto assets were meant to replace?
Now that would connect it to real world society and solve real world problems. That stablecoin regulation needs to pass. It needs to get adopted, and it needs to be well written, just like the Telecommunication Act was written in the 1960s that helped the internet flourish.
That is incredible. And guess what? The Ripple National Trust Bank. I mean, the accuracy is just insane, because we were talking about this when nobody cared. When XRP wasn't even listed in the US, when XRP was still going through the lawsuit with the SEC, dirt cheap prices. And even right now, dirt cheap prices. 50 cents was dirt cheap, 20 cents, 30 cents were dirt cheap. But $2.13 is also dirt cheap to an asset that's going to appreciate in value significantly, because it serves a real use case and a real place in the financial ecosystem, this next evolution of the financial ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But the OCC coming out here and stating that the banks can now engage in riskless principal crypto asset transactions is very, very big. Even listen to the OCC spokesperson yesterday. Listen to what they said right here.
Applications currently pending before the OCC include several for new national trust banks or banks that wish to convert to a national trust charter. This increase signals healthy competition, a commitment to innovation, and should be encouraging to all of us. Further, it is a return to the norm for the OCC and consistent with prior experience and practice.
This has been long in the making. And then now we have the Solana community out of nowhere coming out, tweeting 589, tweeting ripples or the XRP community's riddles in regards to XRP. Could this be a potential collaboration or an announcement that is going to be made with Solana and Ripple on a bigger scale? They did announce that they're going to be utilizing the XRP ledger with Axelar, the EVM side chains that are going to be implemented, and they're working on something more to follow. But we are on the cusp of a major move in crypto, folks. I mean, you guys saw the price move, a couple hours ago, right? If we go over to the 30-minute candles here. But you're going to see this thing green. We're going to see it. Okay, I'm done telling you we're going to see this in terms of once you see the green candle, the crazy weekly candle. Let's take a look at the weekly candles, okay? Because this is very important. Ripple is right now, I mean, come on, you don't need to be a scientist to figure this out, or you don't need to go to MIT, in my opinion, to figure this out. XRP right now, and this whole crypto ecosystem, not just XRP, is coiling up on a weekly candle for an explosive move. For an absolute explosive move. So keep in mind right now, I've talked about generational bottoms, and I've talked about catching these bottoms for these longs, right? The Binance trade that we have open, that has been open for over 5 months, that is still open. We are going to be opening a significant trade on Bitcoin and Ondo and also on Axelar. I am closely watching these markets. If you're interested in utilizing 2Bit, take advantage of their deposit bonus. If you register now for the first 50 people, if you deposit $10, you get a $50 bonus after you register. Okay, just give it up to 48 hours and you will see the $50 bonus in the account. And you don't even need to use your $10. Withdraw the $10 and utilize the $50. But any profit you make, you are taking that home. Okay, do not use high leverage. Again, they got some significant, crazy bonus trials here. For a deposit of $10,000, you get a $2,000 trial fund. If you deposit $30,000, you get a $6,000 trial fund. And things are about to get crazy. That's all I got to say, folks. Proceed with caution. Lives are starting. I want you guys to be prepared. We're going to be streaming every single trade that we're going to be doing, every single closing, opening, and we are going to catch the generational bottom for crypto. As you see, the banks are warming up. Think about it. Years ago, you didn't have the CEOs like Larry Fink, Franklin Templeton CEO, I forgot her name off the top of my head, Jamie Dimon, everybody coming out here and talking about crypto, the adoption, the tokenization, and how they have to use it. And now they're just waiting until this legislation gets passed. When we see this legislation get passed, I can confidently say that we will see a good move in crypto. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a drastic, crazy move, but we are going to see a very good move in crypto. And what's gonna follow that move is gonna be the whole system slowly scaling into blockchain. And I don't know how fast they're gonna do it. We're gonna have to wait and see. But they're all, I don't have to say anything anymore. If you're new to this ecosystem, you might not understand. You may think I sound retarded right now. But everybody that has been following this channel for a very long time, it is plans within plans. You cannot make this stuff up. It is absolutely insanity what we are living through right now. And I want you guys to understand this and do not downplay this. Do not downplay the moment that we are in right now in crypto. This is a once in a lifetime generational shift in wealth. And anybody that fumbles this is a moron. Okay, that is straight up facts. Imagine 2 years from now. Okay, well this, I'm sure everybody could agree with me on this one. In 2 years, if you talk to somebody about crypto and they tell you they don't own crypto, you're retarded. Straight up. with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Time is against you right now. We are weeks. They said this legislation passed. I thought I was going to end this video, but remember, they said that this legislation is going to get passed within the next month, within the month and 2 weeks, month and 3 weeks is what Atkins said. Okay, that's what he said, the head of the SEC. So let's see. You could feel the excitement in the room. Can you? Can't you? Okay, you could feel it. And look, I'm breathing again heavily like that. Just, I want you guys to be prepared for this moment. Okay? That's it. We're going to celebrate this together, and it is going to be a fantastic time. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with another episode. 2bid, take a look at these charts. I mean, oh man, this is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Follow me on Instagram if you are not already. And that private Telegram group for 2bid users is going to be on my Instagram today. Okay, we're going to open up that link account right now. There's about 22 individuals in there, and then we are going to get this thing going. So with that being said, deposit bonus for Bitunix and also on 2bid. Link is in the description down below. Crazy deposit bonuses here. $80,000 deposit, $16,000 trial fund. Okay, and if you don't feel comfortable with the $80,000, withdraw it after you even receive the $16,000 trial fund. But make sure you get the $16,000 trial fund first and then proceed. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with another video.
But I think the idea of buying and holding forever and not trying to make adjustments requires that you've gotten it right in the first place. That you can only hold tight if you've bought right, if you will. And that is to say, have an asset allocation that has something to do with how many years you have to accumulate money, how much resources you have at stake, how much income you need, and how much courage you have to ride out the peregrinations of the market.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.